Alright, crew, it's your boy Pitt, and we back with another reaction. Today, we are going to be dealing with. Oh, hold on, I got the wrong one pulled up. We're going to be dealing with Knocka. Stop blaming the white man. If I can find his own stuff. Okay, apparently the only thing I can get is Mark Roberts. Maybe that's him. I don't know. But that's the only thing with him doing it. That's weird. Alright. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in it and let's see what's up.
I'm not blaming the white man. I'm not blaming the white man.
You hate white people, but you work for a white man. Get yourself a check, go spend it on white brands. The truth already been, we bending in ourselves. White people held us back, now we hindering ourselves. Worry about who clothes better. We ignorant ourselves, can't keep blaming white people. We do it to ourselves.
That's true.
Complain about our problems, we can fix that shit ourselves. 40 acres in a mule, we can get that shit ourselves. White people ain't the enemy, let's take accountability. Shot the same op 3 times, call it a trilogy. Niggas out here beefing with niggas they went to school with. How you exchange bullets with people you was cool with?
And so far, that's what's up. I was a little worried starting off, but it seems like he's getting on the real tip, so I'm with that. I don't do the victim shit at all. I don't. I suck. I'm not even going to apologize for that. Anybody that starts spitting that victim shit's done. But if it's an empowerment thing, then I'm with it.
Cops shoot a black man, we running through his projects. Cops shoot a black man, all we do is protest.
Now that's hot right there.
You be up in every club, spending money balling. I be on my couch, reading James Bond.
Now see, that right there is what's up. Half y'all don't even know who that is.
When truth is, niggas too lazy to go and do shit. Landlord looking for money, not your excuses.
I told my wife, my daughter that today. She was talking about it, how bad it is out there because the capitalism. You know, she's in college. We had to have a long discussion about that because it ain't capitalism that's holding you down. It's that. Always don't want to work.
Couple black people that I fuck with from a distance. We hate the government, but get government.
I got family I fuck with from a distance. We're gonna back it up.
Things boring. Truth is, niggas too lazy to go and do shit. Landlord looking for money, not your excuses. Couple black people that I fuck with from a distance. We hate the government, but get government assistance.
And see, that one hits me because I'm on Social Security. Like I had a car wreck. I'm permanently disabled. Like it's a whole issue. But yeah, like I hate the government. I'm on government assistance. I wish I wasn't. I'm on the grind. I made an app. I was working on a video game. I've written a book. Like I've done shit trying to get out. This right here was my shit. I was a blacksmith. Right here. I was a blacksmith for a hot minute. Beating on steel, making swords and shit.
You ain't doing what you did in the past, then why tell us? And I ain't blaming no white man for my failures. And I don't blame the judge for the time I did. To be honest, I should have never did the crime I did.
And that right there is some like that's real man shit right there. That right there is real man. If you can own up and be like, I did that, it was my fault. And here's what I'm gonna do going forward. That's real man stuff right there.
That's real.
I should've never did the crimes that I did.
That's
Running
it.
on the streets.
And I say that all the time. I tell my kids, I'm open with my kids. My kids know about my checkered past, and they know about my current struggles. I've talked to them about my suicide issues. I've talked to them about everything, because they don't need to grow up thinking that everything was hunky-dory and peachy keen and all that shit. Like, they've had a good life. But my wife and me, we worked hard for that.
I had to get this money for the babies to feed, so don't judge me. I know I make mistakes in the...
And see, that is not an excuse to me. It's not. You wanted easy money, you sold dope. That's true. But that ain't the only option you had. It's not. You gotta cut the grass across my street right here. knocking down six figures, cutting grass. And if you got your hustle, you got your hustle. I know people doing the same thing, detailing cars, knocking out cars, like 20 or 30 cars a day. So if your hustle's on, you don't need that dirty. But a lot of people just don't want to work. It's a lot easier to cut that cheese. It is. I'm just saying. Like it is, keep it at 100.
Best, but today I'm on my best behavior. I make my own decisions, I'm not blaming the white man. No.
Knocka ain't stupid, he aware of the scrutiny. Jews is minorities too, but they got unity. I won't say the Holocaust equate to slavery. How they bounce back as a culture, that shit amazes me. Every other race, they look at us like we foolish. Black people are in debt, yet we the biggest consumers. OJ said he ain't black, that shit was comical. Tell how the police treat us is diabolical.
Okay, we getting off into that land. I don't know. I don't play that victim shit. I told you, I don't.
We still are underdogs. Shit isn't fair. When something don't sit well with you, switch up the chair. I'm in love with every race.
I say I'm with that shirt too. But we need to start taking the color out of that.
I'm just giving you factors. We hate when they call us niggas, but we calling them crackers. Got the heart of.
And that's true too. I got motherfuckers. I'm trying to quit cussing. I got people straight up told me that I can't be racist. I'm black. And I'm like, that's the damn lie. It is. It's a damn lie. You can be racist no matter what. And you can talk about power and entitlement or all that bullshit. That's all a lie. That's all some shit that they feeding you to get you into the narrative. And you buying that shit wholesale. Once upon a time, there was some horrible shit. No denying it. But I'm going to tip you in on some history. Slavery did not start in America. And no, I ain't even talking about they sold them from Africa. No. Slavery is the history of the world. Up until about, where we at now? 1776 to 2021. We're 141 years, 241 years. Something like that? No, 245. Up until about 245 years ago, we were all property of somebody. Every one of us. Period. On the planet. For the entire history of ever. You belong to a king. You belong to an emperor. You belong to the tribe. There was somebody you belonged to. Like, that, and that's not everybody, obviously. But in the history of ever, slavery has been a thing. Like, the very first recorded things had slavery. So you can't tell me, like, you can't just play the victim. Shit happened. It was horrible. Reparations were paid in blood. The largest blood loss in the history of this country was fought for the freedom of all men. And it took us a little while to correct course and get there. But we there. We are. Now, I'm not saying there's no racism ever. Because obviously there is. But it is not a systemic thing. And if you're saying it is, you're ignorant. Period. The end. That's all.
For black man, mind of an Asian. Take excuses from a person, they gon' rise to occasion. You ain't educated, keep your mouth closed, nigga. And don't blame the white man, blame your household, nigga. We still living in the projects and paying rent for apartments. Own nothing but a rollie, yet we feel accomplished. We get a couple dollars and we think that we did it.
And that ain't just black people there either. I know some people rolling $45,000 cars living in a trailer from 1982. And he's got holes in the roof, but their car's on point. They got their wrists blinged. They got the ice dripping. Teeth golded out. Living in a house that leaks.
Our priorities compromised and we hate to admit it. Mentality of a slave, you right where we started. Can't even exercise, they'll kill you for jogging. They told
Y'all, I'm gonna get in trouble for this one. Because I know what he's talking about right there. And, your boy wasn't by his house. He wasn't. That's a fucking lie. You can buy that lie. You can believe that lie. But a mine's ass. How about that?
Me self-educate. What the fuck was I to do? Our parents ain't know no better. What the fuck is our excuse? Another man choose your fate? That's what you telling me now? I know it's hard, but you can get a job with felonies now. The world will never hold hands. It was meant to be evil. We yearn for equal rights, but it'll never be equal.
See, that's some victim shit. Like that right there, that's the shit that pisses me off. Because this man's acting like he's got a positive message. He's acting like he's empowering somebody, but he is not. He's on some racist shit. I'm gonna finish it out, but I ain't with it. Alright, now that I'm with. But how's he doing this though? How do you stay logically consistent giving them two separate messages right there? Because that is two completely separate messages. You're not on the same tip in your own song right here. We're gonna back up on that. Listen.
The world will never hold hands. It was meant to be evil. We yearn for equal rights, but it'll never be equal.
It was meant to be evil. We have fallen. We fell out of the garden as a race. All of us. This melanin thing developed after that. It did. And I ain't worried about it because this man right here, I don't agree with him. Like this victim shit, I ain't playing it. But that's still my brother just as much as my actual brother. Or the people that I call my brother that are spitting shit that I believe in. I can't get on with that though. It will never be equal. That's victim shit. I don't play it. But then, watch this next line.
Someone gotta pray for us. We getting shot like it's legal. The human race.
Oh, that's another one. I done went off on that one before too. Ain't nobody hunting you but you. That's real.
Only race, let's do right by our people. Let's stop the complaining. It's really irking my nerves. If you keep applying pressure, you get what you deserve. See, humans become racist by the way they grew up.
That's true.
Still alive, yet we think that we tough. Yeah, I'm melanin, baby, but it's irrelevant, baby. We yell fuck the police and they tell us we crazy. Fuck conspiracy theorists, I hate what you promote. Ironically, I was asleep when y'all was screaming, y'all woke. I told them to focus up. They think it's a joke. My foot on you niggas' necks, get your knee out my throat.
Tony Temple.
Gone.
I should've never did the crimes that I did, running on the street. I had to get this money for the babies to feed, so don't judge me.
And see, this whole vibe is victim. Like, it's a tough one because he's spitting victim shit and then he's spitting power shit. Like it's the same thing. You can't mix oil and water. That shit separates. You can't mix God and Satan. That shit separates. And that victim shit is Satan. Satan speaking through you.
And I know I made mistakes in the past, but today I'm on my best behavior. I make my own decisions, I'm not blaming the white man. No.
What's it gonna take for you guys to be okay tonight and to stop this chaos?
It ain't me. It's not me. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. It's not us guys neither.
And see, it's the media narrative. It is. They lying. Like they lie daily. Like everything they say, every word out of their mouth is a lie. And they point where they want you to see. And you do it. This whole song is you following the narrative. Like you thinking you woke, but you not. You still running.
And I'm glad that y'all said that. It's not us. It's the police. It's the badness that they sprung.
And for real, there are some issues up in some of these places. But every one of them places is run by Democrats. Every single one of them. You don't see this shit in Republican places. And that's because they don't tolerate that shit. Yeah, I know I'm pissing people off with this one. Everybody gonna get mad. But I ain't never shrunk back from getting motherfuckers mad. Ain't never. I will talk this to your face. I promise. We can talk stats. Like people want to say, oh, you want to bring stats? I can bring numbers. I play the numbers game. I do. I do math like you can, bruh. But my stack is built for identifying this bullshit.
This is what you get.
See, I'm not blaming the white man. I'm not blaming
It's a lie though. Like you're lying in the song. Like you can't believe this same shit. You can't. You cannot believe both halves of this shit.
I'm not blaming the white man. I'm not blaming the white man.
Yeah. Alright, so that's gonna piss everybody off. It is, and I'm not sorry. I'm not. I do not play the victim shit at all. I don't let nobody play it around me. Yet I don't. I fully commiserate with the actual shit. And if there is some actual racism, I will stand with you, I promise. But the shit, everything that's been rioted over in the last year and a half, I ain't with it. Not a bit. I'm waiting on the story for all of it. And when the story comes out, the story ain't what you see, what you hearing. Like, and then, like the trial. The trial where they just sent this man to jail. They said in the trial that they were full of shit. And people ate it up. Like, I don't even understand. Like, you didn't pay attention to the evidence. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. Like, I'm probably going to lose people. I'm probably going to piss people off. Because I refuse. Like, the line is drawn. It is. That victim shit, I ain't with it. If you for empowerment, if you for raise up, if you for help, I'm with that. 100% I'm with it. If there's actual injustice, I'm with that. But if you high on speedball and heroin and you got a heart attack and choke out while somebody's kneeling on your back, what? Like, the man requested to be put there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let it go. Like, I'm on my rant and I'm on it hard. And y'all gonna be mad. And I hate it. But y'all ain't gonna listen. Some of you will. Some of you will be like, you know what, you're right. And some of you won't. You'll be like, dog, that sounds like some racist shit. And I promise you, if you think I'm racist, you're wrong. Okay? You're on the wrong tip. Because I'm not that way. It's just that God took that from me. Like, done. I had the revelation, that's a wrap. Once I decide I'm done, I'm done. And like, I literally cut my own family out. I literally cut out friends. I literally cut out anybody that plays that game. Anybody that plays that game. And I won't be back for another one of these songs. That's not gonna happen. I appreciate you if you hung around this long. If you did, you with it. But this was not my jam. It was not. There was too much victim in it. We'll leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every minute that you was. I wish I could say thank you for the song, but I ain't even feeling that. This has been Pit State. Peace.